welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Hilk, I'm an empath, and I just like to give little talks on, well, how I feel about things, and man, stuff is just weird, man. It's always been weird. I've always appreciated the oddities in the world, embraced the synchronicities when I always just kind of go, huh, you think that's a coincidence? There is no coincidence. It's all synchronicities. We have free will and things still work out how they're supposed to be. Life's getting interesting because more and more people are starting to see like I see in alignment with me. I never thought that eyes were supposed to be corrected because I could always see more without my glasses on, my corrective lenses, you know. I think there is a way that the world was supposed to be more holistic, as above, so below. You know, nature was supposed we are nature, so how else are we going to heal what ails us, diseases us, than by using nature? I think it's freaking cognitive dissonance when people think that they're going to invent something outside of themselves that is not natural, that is going to heal something that's natural. Cancer, all that is disease, you know. I think about how many people and the kinds of cancers they get, and I think about their path and their course of life, and you know, a lot of the people, you know, their disease was not speaking their piece, and that's where throat chakra stuff is, you know, and it's where a lot of people get esophageal throat cancer, things like that, from holding their tongue. There's a lot more to it than what freaking scientists say. Scientists get paid a lot of money by people that want them to say what they want you to believe in. You know, news media stations, they do the same thing, you know. Think about how much doctors and meteorologists and freaking military officers make so much money. They turn into billionaires from guessing and speculating. And, well, I'm a dreamer. I do that too, only the stuff that I speculate and think on is more in line with peace and not death and killing machines, you know. I just want people to be safe, and there are all these entities that give the assumed presumption that they exist to keep you safe. No, they exist to make themselves money. That's what they exist for. Because if you look around, go downtown, in any city you live, big major city, there's people, they don't got no homes, you know. It's elderly people all over the place dropping off because they don't got no homes, they don't got no families, they can't, you know, they buy cat food because that's their only companion is their animals, and they can't afford regular food and animal food, so they get what the animal can eat. And there's too much of this stuff, and there's a whole world that just sits by and just watches, you know. But you're gonna storm frickin' Roswell, you know? It's stupid. It's another made-up paradigm that frickin' billions of dollars went into, except for the people, you know. Alaska, they got a subsidy because it costs so much to live up there. The state had given them. I guess the last couple of years they haven't got it because, you know, people that don't spend money wisely have no business freaking asking people to pay more for things and then delving out, you know, new fleets for their freaking buddies, you know, fleets of trucks and new police cars for their, you know. Why don't you spend the money on, you know, teaching these people like things like conflict resolution, stuff like that, instead of bowling people over and freaking, you know. I don't think anybody needs a gun, but that's just me. But you know who gets mad at that? People that like guns, you know. I don't think anybody needs to be rich, but you know who gets mad at that crap? People that want to be rich. I don't think anybody needs to be evil and allow freaking to watch people suffer. You know who doesn't like that? People that like to watch people suffer, and there's so many of them, man. There's so much grossness. I was just watching an episode of Veronica Mars, you know, and it's the freaking, people think that, you know, people from their frame of reference, they get all kinds of ideas of like what people are like. I used to go to meetings all the time, and one of the common denominators were like, oh, when I think of a drunk, I think of a bum in a freaking long coat, dirty, you know, in the gutter. No, see, that's one visual, but a bum is an aspect of all people that just freaking have to drink alcohol to make themselves feel better because they act bad, you know, or they have acted bad. So, you know, it's that incomprehensible demoralization. It just creates a cycle, and people don't get off that cycle. Because a lot of times they do terrible things when they're drink, but they won't stop drinking. No, they just say, "I did it because I was drunk." Where's the accountability in that? The world needs to be accountable. People need to be accountable for their behavior. So when millionaires go into office and pay themselves six figures and then tell people they're not worth $750 a month, well, there's a big old fuck you, Uncle Sam. Everybody, you know, there's enough abundance for everybody. Everybody could have a little cash, you know, subsidy from Uncle Sam. There's enough money. It's the people at the top that are the controllers. They control. And think about all the twistedness that they make, you know, because there's always you know, from all the stories and accounts I've read of people that are freaking serial killers and stuff like that, you know, there's more advantage than disadvantage people that do that, because freaking a lot of people in poverty, you know, and it's a vibrational thing. It's something in them, and I help teach people how to determine who's freaking good for them or not, you know. And being good for somebody, I mean, do you have somebody in your life that is constantly telling you that you're wrong, and that your way of thinking is just wrong, and that you need to act different all the time because you were wrong? I've only known these people. Well, maybe if you give them 80% of Marge, well, how can there be 100% when I believe in an all things multidimensional, you know, things possible universe? Where's the 100% in that? There is no numbers are infinite. I don't stop at 100%, you know. My ideas are freaking infinite, and they keep, because I am open to ideas. I'm not one of those that it's like here's something and it's just like absolutely discounts it as absolutely distruth at all. Shoot, in some worlds, there's even world for truth with the flat earthers. Somebody, I mean, because that storyline exists. There are people that really believe it wholeheartedly that the earth is flat. Not my storyline. It's theirs. I'm just saying, people pick up their belief system from what they look at. And people's vibrational frequency helps determine what they look at, you know? I don't even understand I don't understand horror movies because I freaking grew up in such a traumatic environment. It's not fun for me. There's so much the stuff that people do for fun. It's weird and it's twisted. Like watching people beat each other up like ultimate fighting. That's weird. That was what the freaking that's what the freaking Romans did for 500 years. They would beat each other every night, 7 days a week for freaking fun to the death. And people would bring their family and kids. It's like bringing your family and kids to Vegas. It's called Sin City. But, you know, I guess if you grow up, sin is family if you grow up in that, you know. I'm trying to keep people safe, women and kids safe, because there's too many accounts all over, you know, of stuff that's the storyline that I just saw in this episode. I'm like, you know, that story was done freaking, 10 years ago? However long ago that episode, and this stuff it's all the same storyline, the consciousness that we tap into. It's like people get these ideas to write these storyline because they want to open people's eyes and recognize it. But people are like, no, we don't want to believe that pedophilia exists and that someone I know. No, you don't want to believe that you were a terrible judge of character. You don't want to believe that you should have freaking stood up and said something against that freaking dirty bird and you never did. People that let stuff happen are just as responsible as freaking people that do stuff, you know? Report. Secrets? I don't believe in secrets. Freaking hiders keep secrets. I have nothing to be secret. That's why I tell everything, all my feelings, all my emotions, because you know what secrets are? Handles for which people can hold things against you. People like to hold things against people. They do. It's weird. But see, then that's what more people are coming in to realize. They're starting to believe themselves, finally, over what their imposed view, what it ought to be. It's about time, listen to do what you're told all the time. All these people that are freaking, I work 100 hours a week to take care of my family because I love them. If you loved your family, you'd work less and spend more time with them, because money don't matter. All you got is the present moment, and you're spending all your present moments earning shit that don't matter. That don't line up. That's the imbalance of you. People don't like me much. I see the imbalance of everyone because I've seen it in me. Just because they don't see it, they don't want to admit it. Years people told me what was wrong. You're so mad. You're so this. You're so that. Well, guess what? You spot it, you got it. Yeah, I'd like to see a world where nobody judges. I'd also like to see a world where nobody kills people for profit in the name of governments and security. But hey, all we can do is dream, right? Hope you have a rad day. Peace.